Imagine this. A couple sits down to dinner. They've been together for years. Comfort and routine have settled in. He's scrolling through his phone, half listening to her talk about her day. She feels a familiar pang, a sense of invisibility. We've all been there, haven't we? That feeling of not being seen or heard by the person we love most. It's subtle, this erosion of feeling valued. It creeps in slowly, disguised as everyday life, but its impact is profound. It makes us question our worth, creates distance and breeds resentment. We long to feel valued, to know that we matter to our partners in a way that transcends the mundane. This isn't about grand gestures or expensive gifts. It's about the everyday acts of love, respect, and appreciation that whisper, "You are important to me." But how do we recognize these subtle signs? How do we differentiate between empty gestures and genuine expressions of value? And how do we cultivate a relationship where both partners feel genuinely seen and cherished? Feeling valued in a relationship is like speaking a secret language. It's about understanding the nuances of your partner's actions. It's about how they look at you when you're not paying attention. It's the small gestures that speak volumes about their love and respect. It's about feeling safe, understood, and prioritized in their world. This language goes beyond words. It's about the way they listen, really listen, when you share your thoughts and feelings. It's about them remembering the little things that are important to you. It's about them making an effort to understand your perspective, even when it differs from their own. It's about them being present, both physically and emotionally, in the moments that matter most. We often associate feeling valued with grand romantic gestures, a dozen roses, a surprise weekend getaway, a sparkling diamond ring. While these gestures can be beautiful expressions of love, they don't necessarily reflect actual lasting value. The true value lies in everyday moments. It's how your partner looks at you across a crowded room. It's in how they reach for your hand when feeling down. It's how they prioritize spending quality time with you, even when life gets busy. It's about them noticing when you're feeling overwhelmed and offering a helping hand. It's about them making you feel like you're a team, facing life's challenges together. It's about the comfort of knowing you are loved and cherished for who you are, flaws and all. One of the most potent ways to make someone feel valued is through genuine attentiveness. It's about being fully present in their company, not just physically but mentally and emotionally as well. Think about it. Have you ever been in a conversation where you could tell the other person was only half listening? Maybe they were checking their phone, glancing around the room, or just had that glazed over look in their eyes. It's hurtful. It makes you feel like what you have to say isn't important, like you're not important. Now imagine the opposite. Your partner is looking at you, really looking at you while you speak. They're not interrupting, offering unsolicited advice, or waiting for their turn to talk. They're just listening, absorbing your words, and trying to understand your perspective. They ask clarifying questions, nod their head in understanding, and maybe even reach out to touch your arm in a gesture of empathy. Their body language speaks volumes. They're leaning in, their shoulders are relaxed, and their expression is open and engaged. This is the language of attentiveness, a powerful indicator that you are valued and cherished. Grand gestures are wonderful, but the small, everyday acts of kindness and consideration often demonstrate how much someone values us. These are the actions that say, "I'm thinking of you, even when you're not around," or "I see you, I appreciate you, and I want to make your life a little bit easier." It's about paying attention to the details, to the things that bring your partner joy, or make their day a little brighter. Maybe your partner loves a particular type of tea. Imagine them coming home after a long day to find you've brewed them a fresh pot, just as they like it. Or perhaps they've had a stressful week at work. You could surprise them with a relaxing back rub, draw them a warm bath, or offer to take care of dinner so they can unwind. These gestures don't have to be extravagant or time-consuming. It's the thought behind them that counts, the message they convey. You're important to me, and I want to take care of you. We all crave understanding, especially from those we love most. It's about feeling seen and accepted for who we are, quirks and imperfections included. It's about having someone who gets us and who understands our thoughts, feelings, and motivations, even when they differ from their own. This doesn't mean you have to agree on everything, of course. Disagreements are a natural part of any relationship. But how you navigate those disagreements speaks volumes about the value you place on each other. When your partner truly values you, they try to see the world through your eyes. They listen to your perspective with an open mind and heart, even if they don't fully grasp it initially. They ask questions to clarify their understanding rather than jumping to conclusions or dismissing your feelings. They respect your opinions, even when they differ from their own. This doesn't mean they'll always agree with you, but they value your thoughts and feelings enough to engage with them respectfully. Feeling valued in a relationship is inextricably linked to feeling safe and secure. It's about knowing you can be authentic without fear of judgment or rejection. It's about having a partner who accepts you unconditionally, flaws and all, and creates a space where you feel comfortable being vulnerable. This sense of safety is essential for fostering intimacy and connection. It allows you to let your guard down, share your deepest thoughts and feelings, and be seen and loved for who you are. When your partner creates this haven for you, they become your rock, confidant, and biggest cheerleader. You know you can turn to them with anything, no matter how big or small, and they'll be there for you with open arms and a listening heart. They don't judge, criticize, or try to fix you. They offer you their unwavering love, support, and understanding. This is the foundation of a genuinely valued and fulfilling relationship. Respect. It's the bedrock of any healthy relationship, the invisible thread that binds two souls together. It's about seeing your partner as an equal, an individual worthy of your admiration and esteem. It's about valuing their opinions, even when they differ from your own. It's about listening with an open heart, seeking to understand their perspective before offering your own. Respect is not about control or dominance. It's about creating a space where both partners feel heard, validated, and cherished. Think of it like a dance, a delicate balance between leading and following, giving and receiving. When respect flows freely, there's a natural rhythm to the relationship. You move together in sync, supporting each other's growth and celebrating each other's triumphs. Disagreements are inevitable, of course, but they're approached with a spirit of collaboration, not combat. You listen to each other's viewpoints, acknowledge each other's feelings, and work together to find a solution that respects both your needs. Imagine this. You're sharing something meaningful with your partner, something that's been weighing heavily on your mind. As you speak, you notice a shift in their demeanor. They put down their phone, face you, and make direct eye contact. They listen intently, nodding in understanding and occasionally reflecting on what they've heard. So, what you're saying is that they might begin summarizing your feelings and demonstrating that they're truly listening. This is the power of mirroring and validation. It's about acknowledging and affirming your partner's feelings, even if you don't fully understand or agree. It's about saying, I see you, I hear you, and your feelings are valid. This doesn't mean you condone their behavior or agree with their perspective. It simply means you're creating a safe space for them to express themselves without fear of judgment or rejection. Love isn't just a feeling, it's a verb. It's about putting in the effort daily to show your partner how much you care. It's about noticing the little things that make their life easier and doing them without being asked. It's about speaking their love language, whether through words of affirmation, acts of service, gifts, quality time, or physical touch. Imagine your partner is feeling overwhelmed with work and household chores. An act of service could be as simple as offering to cook dinner, fold a load of laundry, or run an errand for them. It's about taking something off their plate, showing them that you see their struggles and want to help lighten their load. These acts of service don't have to be grand or time-consuming. It's the thought behind them that counts. The message they convey, I love you, and I want to make your life a little bit easier. When you truly value your partner, you invest in the US of the relationship. You understand that love is a living, breathing entity that requires nurturing and attention. You prioritize spending quality time together, whether it's a weekly date night, a weekend getaway, or simply cuddling up on the couch for a movie marathon. Investing in us also means making an effort to keep the romance alive. It's about surprising each other with thoughtful gestures, expressing your love and appreciation regularly, and making an effort to keep the spark ignited. It's about remembering that relationships require work, but it's the most rewarding work you'll ever do. A partner who truly values you encourages you to be your authentic self, quirks and imperfections included. They love you for who you are at your core, not who they want you to be. They celebrate your strengths, support you through your weaknesses, and encourage you to pursue your passions. They don't try to change or mold you into someone you're not. They embrace your individuality and see your flaws as part of what makes you unique and lovable. They create a space where you feel safe to be vulnerable, to let your guard down, and to know that you are loved unconditionally. This feeling of acceptance is essential for fostering self-love and confidence, which in turn strengthens the bond between you. We often mistake constant agreement for a sign of a healthy, loving relationship. We tell ourselves that if we truly value our partners, we should see eye to eye on everything, right? Wrong. It's a trap, and there is a need for constant harmony. It stifles individuality and breeds resentment. Think about it. Two people with unique experiences, perspectives, and dreams are bound to have different opinions. It's natural, it's healthy. Valuing your partner doesn't mean becoming a carbon copy of their thoughts and beliefs. It's about respecting their right to have opinions, even when they differ from yours. It's about engaging in healthy debate, where disagreements are seen as opportunities for growth and understanding, not battlegrounds to conquer. Remember, a relationship in which both partners feel safe expressing their true selves, even when those selves diverge, is built on a foundation of mutual respect and authentic connection. Mistaking intensity for intimacy. The initial stages of a relationship are often a whirlwind of emotions. Passion runs high and every glance feels electric. Every touch sends shivers down your spine. This intensity is intoxicating, addictive even. But it's important to remember that intensity doesn't always equate to intimacy. True intimacy deepens over time and weathers life's storms, requiring more than just fireworks. It requires vulnerability, trust, and a willingness to show up for each other even when it's not glamorous or exciting. Don't mistake grand gestures and passionate declarations for genuine expressions of value. A partner who truly values you will be there for you during the mundane moments, the quiet evenings at home, the stressful days at work, the times when you're not feeling your best. They'll offer a listening ear, a comforting embrace, a steady presence that grounds you amidst life's chaos. It's in these everyday acts of love and support that true intimacy flourishes. When gifts mask neglect, gifts can be beautiful expressions of love and appreciation. But what happens when gifts become a substitute for genuine connection? What happens when material possessions mask deeper emotional needs that are going unmet? It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that expensive jewelry, lavish vacations, or extravagant gestures are the ultimate signs of being valued. But actual value runs much deeper than material possessions. Imagine receiving a beautiful piece of jewelry from your partner, yet feeling sad because they haven't truly listened to you in weeks. Or picture yourself on a luxurious vacation, surrounded by breathtaking scenery, yet feeling utterly alone because your partner is emotionally checked out. Gifts, no matter how extravagant, can never replace the irreplaceable quality time, heartfelt conversations, genuine acts of service, and the comforting presence of someone who truly sees and cherishes you for who you are. The danger of scorekeeping. Love shouldn't be a competition. It's not about keeping score, tallying up who did what for whom, or constantly vying for the upper hand. When we approach relationships with a scorecard mentality, we create an environment of resentment and distrust. We become so focused on what we're giving or not receiving, we lose sight of the bigger picture, building a loving, supportive partnership. Imagine this. You consistently go above and beyond for your partner, planning elaborate dates, showering them with affection, and always make yourself available to them. Yet you feel a growing sense of resentment, because your efforts aren't reciprocated in the same way. You start keeping track of who initiated the last date night, who said "I love you" first, who consistently puts in more effort. This kind of scorekeeping is toxic to a relationship. The transformative power of feeling valued. Feeling genuinely valued by your partner is transformative. It's like stepping into the sun's warmth after a long winter. It nourishes your soul, strengthens your bond, and infuses your relationship with peace and security. Feeling valued makes you more likely to be your best self, more open, forgiving, and loving. You approach challenges with a spirit of collaboration, knowing that you're part of a team, a united front against the world. This feeling of being valued permeates every aspect of your relationship. It deepens your intimacy, enhances your communication, and allows you to navigate disagreements with grace and understanding. It creates a virtuous cycle. Feeling valued inspires you to be more valued, fostering a culture of appreciation and respect within your relationship. A continuous dance. Remember, relationships are not static entities but dynamic, ever-evolving dances between two individuals. Sometimes the music flows effortlessly and you move together in perfect harmony. Sometimes the rhythm falters and missteps and misunderstandings disrupt the flow. During these times, it's important to remember the fundamental principles of what it means to value your partner: attentiveness, respect, understanding truly, and a willingness to show up for each other even when it is difficult. It's about communicating your needs openly and honestly, listening with empathy to your partner's perspective, and working together to find a path back to connection. Cultivating a garden of appreciation. Feeling valued is not passive. It requires conscious effort and consistent nurturing from both partners. It's about creating a culture of appreciation within your relationship, where small gestures of love and kindness are noticed and reciprocated. Think of it like tending to a garden. You wouldn't expect a garden to flourish without regular watering, sunlight, and care, would you? The same principle applies to relationships. Try to express your appreciation for your partner regularly, verbally, and through your actions. Notice the little things they do for you, and acknowledge them with gratitude. Make time for each other, even amidst busy schedules. Most importantly, you should never stop reminding each other why you fell in love in the first place.